Well, Jovan, good morning.
Morning.
How are you? Accrington Stanley, I guess you're getting thrown into the deep end today.
Yeah.
What is it like getting that call and getting told you're going out on loan and having to come in and adjust to something new so quickly?
To be fair, it was a shock, innit? Because my transfer window was quiet until literally the day of the deadline day, and literally it came. My agent was banging on my door at some stupid time in the morning, and it was like, "You're going to Accrington." But obviously, for an 18-year-old coming from West Brom, it's a good experience to get down here, innit? And just experience men's football. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, the manager said he'd been keeping an eye on you, and a couple of people had kind of recommended you, including James Vaughan, who's somebody who people will know pretty well. From a player's point of view, it doesn't necessarily work like that, does it? As you say, knock on the door, phone call, and you're on your way. It's a strange business.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it's all a part of football, isn't it? So just got to do it, get my job done, and I look to just score as many goals as possible and just be around the team.
You'll have seen lots of players get an opportunity to go out on loan and make an impact and improve their game. When you're coming through the ranks, is that something that you see as an aim, as an objective?
I think it was always just part of the journey. I think it's rare that you see players go straight through to a first team at Championship or Prem club, so I always knew that I'd have to come down, learn the game and adjust the things just to try and better myself and be ready for the men's game.
Hand on heart, what did you know about Accrington Stanley when your agent knocked on your door?
Barely anything, you know. All I knew was that they're in League One, and that was enough for me, innit? So let's see what the deal.
I guess as far as the big clubs are concerned, there's a couple of boys here from Man City, Bournemouth, West Brom. They must be putting their trust in John Coleman and Accrington Stanley to kind of look after their young players. That must give you a bit of confidence.
Well, before I come, they said that a lot of young players have been playing here. There's James, obviously Trafford from Man City. We went to the same England camp. I spoke to him and he said that it's good up here for experience and that. So it made the process easier to come down and sign.
It's a big step from speaking to loanees over the years. I think when they've played their first game, they realise how big a step it is. How much are you prepared for that kind of Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock, playing for 3 points?
That's what excites me. I think I needed the challenge. I love stuff like that, innit? So I'm just waiting to get started.
Manager loves his strikers. He was a striker, so was his assistant.
Yeah.
Kobe Bishop, Dion Charles here have scored a lot of goals between them.
Yeah.
That means there's going to be a lot of competition, but is that something that you relish?
No. I need the competition day by day. It will just keep me on help me to improve. So I'm just always on it in sessions and matches.
This is always a fun question. What would you say your strengths are, and what would you say the areas you need to work on in this loan spell?
I think my strengths probably attacking 1v1 and just things in the final third, just sharp play and just scoring goals. And then probably things to adjust, just different types of football, so long ball, winning headers and things like that. I think I can add that to my game.
Do you come in with a clear idea of those things, like a checklist that you want to try and do, or is it quite open-minded?
It's quite open-minded, but obviously with the view to improve on set things whilst I'm here.
And I suppose we've just been talking to the manager about crowds being back in and atmosphere in stadia. It's quite a fortunate time, isn't it, to be coming to a club, because if you'd come last year it would have been like playing a reserve game.
Yeah, therefore I think it makes all the difference for players coming on loan to get that experience of the fans being in the stadium and that. So I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Just as far as your background is concerned, has it been West Brom all the way? Has that been the club for you?
Yeah, I've been at West Brom since I was 7 years old, so I've always been there, and this is my first time that I've been anywhere else.
That must feel a little bit weird then.
Slightly, but it's cool. I'm ready for it.
And I suppose with West Brom being in the Championship at the moment, that jump is not quite as big as it would have been if they were still in the Premier League. If you do well here, potentially. Yeah,
definitely. I think that's the part of the reason why this loan was so good for me, because it's only a league away, and if I do well here, then I'm back in the minds of West Brom and things like that. So it's positive. And
I suppose Championship clubs, if they were looking to buy a player, might be looking in League One for a successful
definitely.
one. So
anything can happen from this opportunity. So it's good.
You've got a couple of days. How much are you looking forward? How much are you kind of wanting to wind the clock forward to Saturday afternoon?
I can't wait. I need that experience of playing football in it, and I live for matches in it. So just waiting for that day to come.